Hi, this is a live coding to show you how to create and deploy a app on iExec. We'll make a simple app called Token Transfer Analyzer. So what is iExec? It's a blockchain-based marketplace where dataset providers, application providers, or server providers will be able to monetize their resources. So the Token Transfer Analyzer white paper, the application user can be a crypto trader analyst, and we will create an application that can analyze Ethereum ERC20 transfer transaction. For the dataset, we will target an Ethereum node to extract those transactions. The roadmap for the live coding will do 4 steps. Step 0 will init our project. Step 1, we will dockerize a simple app and test it on iExec. And step 2, we'll add a JS script to extract transfer transaction. And at the end, we'll make a R script to analyze data and generate a graph result. So step 0, we'll need the iExec SDK, and also we'll need to clone the iExec dApps registry repository, and we will create a branch from the init branch of this repository. So let's go. So step 0, I create a new directory called TTA, and then I will install iExec SDK. I have already installed it. Okay. And the first step is to fork this iExec app registry, and then you can git clone it into your directory. Go into the init branch, and then you can create your project function. TTA step 0. And we have finished this step. So step 1, we'll make a simple Ubuntu image and do an echo on it. We will explore the basic project content of iExec and renaming some files. And at the end, we will commit and push it to GitHub, and we'll also able to test it on the network. So step 1, we are in iExec dApps registry. We go into TTA branch and we open our project. The main file is iExec.js. We'll rename our contract TTA. We will use for the first time an Ubuntu image and just echo something. So we'll rename TTA. And we have finished. We save our work. So it's step 1. So now we can test this simple app, we go into the TTA directory and you do iExec init, your name branch, so it's TTA step 1, and we're targeting the repo, this one. Okay. It will create an iExec TTA step 1 directory. And in this directory I can create a wallet. It's a new wallet, so there is nothing on it. I will copy an existing one with some ether. So the first step is to compile our TTA contract, and then it will deploy this contract to Ethereum. It will represent our application, and so the address of this contract will be linked to the Ubuntu image. Now the contract is created, we have this address, and this address is linked to the off-chain application Ubuntu. We can now do iExec submit. So this is a TTA application, and now we have submitted an echo I am a worker on this application, and in the Explorer you can see this transaction. We see now this job is running. That means that the scheduler has found a worker to execute this work. And now you can download your results, and you have a zip where you can see what the worker have done. And if I see std out, I see the echo I am a worker. Now we can go back to the step 2. So step 2, we will create JS script to extract ERC20 transaction. And so we first create this JS app, and then we will make a specific Docker file and push it to a public repo. We'll update iExec.js, and then we will commit and push into step 2, and we will test it. So step 2, we go back into the TTA folder, go into the tap registry. We are on the TTA branch, and so we open our project. We'll create a new folder in apps called JS app, and then we'll create a file name ERC20.API. We will copy the API to interact with an ERC20 contract. Then into this apps JS app, I create a JS project. And in this JS project, we will need some dependencies. Then I will create a simple file, extract token transfer.js, and this JavaScript will be like this. It will take a smart contract address, transaction limit to analyze, a node to target, and basically it loads the API, and then it will watch transfer of an ERC20. It will save the result into a JSON file. So now we create a new folder called app, and we move this JS app into app, and we'll create a file app. And this script will just call the extract token transfer.js with 3 parameters. So now we can create a Docker file and from an Ubuntu image we will copy the app current directory into the image and install node. So now we can build this image, and we have a new image. So we have to push it into a public repository. So we'll create a TTA image, and we will docker step 2. Okay, this image is now into this public repo. So in the iExec.js we can now tell that you need to use iExec TTA image. And for the command line, we will call our script into this image called app.js with 3 parameters. This one is a ERC20 contract on Robston, the number of transactions to analyze, and this is a dataset where we can find a Ethereum node to extract transaction. So now we can commit our work. We also create a TTA step 2 branch. So we go back to the TTA folder and do as the previous step, iExec init TTA step 2. We go into the step 2, we copy the previous wallet same as step 1 with deploy. And then submit. You can see that the command line is the command line we have modified. Pending means the scheduler have no find worker yet. Now the worker is taking the job. And so the job is finished, and we will see an error. That does not form AS because I have named it step 2. So we will correct it. Okay, so we have the results, and now you see that the std is correct. We have targeting an ERC20 contract and extract transaction in the transfer transaction.json, and atom. And if we open this transaction.json, we have all transaction from to and the amount transferred. So let's go to step 3. In the step 3, we will add a R script to analyze this data, and we will update the Docker file. We'll also update the iExec.js file, push it into step 3 in GitHub and test it. So we go back into iExec tabs registry. We are on DT branch. We'll now create a new folder, script app. We will create a R script to analyze. In fact, the first step is to take the previous transactions JSON file, and we will create a graph. So we have to modify the app.sh by adding this part. But also we have to update the Docker file. Because now we need R to be installed with some libraries. So we are ready to build the image. Okay, the build is finished. So now we can tag this, and we will name it step 3. We also tag this as latest and push. No. Okay, and now we can check into the public repo. Okay, it's okay. We have this, and we just have to change. And now we are finished. We can commit our work. So let's commit our work. And now we can try this TTS step 3. So we go back here and do iExec init TTA step 3 repo. Copy the wallet. Deploy. The same submit as the previous one, but now there is the R script that will be triggered after the extraction. And we have the results. So in this zip we have two new files, the transfer transaction analyze.csv and png. It was a result of the R script. So in the CSV we have this table and the png is here, and it is a result of the graph. So far we have targeting a test token, but of course we can target the mainnet token, and in this example we have target the RLC token on mainnet, and we have extract 48,000 transactions, and you can see this big file have been generated with all these transactions from a mainnet token, and it has been generated by off-chain computation with this transaction. So you can try it yourself by using the iExec SDK and also the iExec tap registry. You can fork, and you can go also to step 0, 1, 2, 3 on the following branches, and do not hesitate to ask questions into our beta tester channel on Slack. Thank you. See you.